Ini pengenalan dulu. Okay, now next period 3. So this is quite important, period 3 ini. So there's a table here and there will be some values as well, and you don't have to memorize any value. In fact, proton number akan diberikan, nombor proton akan diberikan dalam soalan. Okay, mungkin jadual berkala pun ada diberikan juga lah, so you don't have to worry. So this is about period 3. Apakah unsur-unsur yang terdapat dalam color yang ketiga? Bermula dengan sodium, then magnesium, followed by aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, dan juga argon. Okey, di kalangan semua unsur-unsur ini yang ada di sini, yang penting ialah sodium penting, aluminium penting, alright, then chlorine penting, dan argon lah, argon okey. So sodium, aluminium dengan chlorine sangat penting. Sulfur terlibat dalam 1-2 komponen sekejap lagi ya. So now inilah proton number mereka. Sodium given as 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17, and argon 18. So what we can see from this proton number, so from one member to the next member, so the proton number increases by 1. Jadi daripada satu ahli ke ahli seterusnya, misalnya daripada sodium kepada magnesium, bilangan proton meningkat sebanyak 1. So as you know, bagi atom yang neutral, bilangan proton mesti kena sama dengan bilangan elektron. Ini bermaksud bilangan elektron for sodium also 11. For magnesium, 12. For aluminium, 13. Silicon, 14, and so on. Jadi bilangan proton dan bilangan elektron must be same. Alright, for neutral atom. So by knowing the number of electron, then I can write the electron arrangement. So the electron arrangement will be 281, 282, 283, 284, and so on until 288. So from this electron arrangement, what I can see is that all has 3 orbitals filled with electron. How many electron doesn't matter. Yang penting berapakah orbital yang terisi dengan elektron. So semuanya ada 3 orbital. Kalau semua memiliki 3 orbital, that means mereka berada pada color yang ketiga. Period number 3. Alright, so period 3 lah. Okay, so one more thing that you need to know here is that from the first 2 rows here, proton number, electron arrangement. Proton is located in the nucleus of the atom. Protons are positively charged, while electrons outside the nucleus in the orbital, and they are negatively charged. So this positively charged and the negatively charged electron will get attracted to each other. So the nucleus who are positively charged will be holding all these electrons, all right, so that they remain within the orbital. Okay. So the closer the electron to the nucleus, the strongly the electrons been held by the nucleus. Lebih rapat kedudukan elektron kepada nukleus, lebih kuat daya tarikan nukleus terhadap elektron tersebut. That means electron in the first orbital will be very much strongly been held by the nucleus. Second orbital, little bit weaker. Third orbital, yang mana lebih jauh, lebih lemah. Okay, daya tarikan. Basically lah. Alright. But then, as we move from left, okay, normally dalam period kita akan sebut sebagai movement from left to right. That means in this case, from sodium until argon. That is the movement daripada sebelah kiri ke kanan. Gerakan dari kiri ke kanan. So bila kita gerak merentasi color dari kiri ke kanan, kita dapati bahawa the nuclear charge, iaitu charge nukleus tersebut meningkat. So charge nukleus tersebut meningkat sebanyak 1. So charge nucleus or the nucleus charge is related to the proton because only proton is the charged particles found in the nucleus. So if sodium got 11 proton, that means the nucleus charge for sodium is positive 11. Magnesium yang mana nombor protonnya 12, charge nukleusnya adalah positif 12. Kerana di dalam nukleus kita ada dua unsur. Satu proton, another one neutron. Neutron bercharge neutral. They are neutral, no charges. But proton positively charged. So yang proton lah menyebabkan nukleus tersebut bercharge. Berapakah charge dia bergantung kepada bilangan proton. Oleh kerana proton meningkat sebanyak satu bila saya move from left to right, then the nuclear charge pun will increase by 1 when we move from left to right. So, what will happen due to that? So, because the nucleus charge is increasing from left to right, so the strength of holding the orbitals which contain electron will increase. So, the nucleus holding the electron in the orbital by holding the orbital. So, jadi, bila charge-nya meningkat, itu charge nukleus meningkat, maka daya tarikan nukleus terhadap the orbitals will increase, especially the valence orbital yang paling luas sekali. Dia akan menjadi ditarik lebih kuat ke arah dalam. The size of the radius decreases. This property very, very, very important for period 3. Most common question for period 3 is the atomic radius atau atomic size. So oleh kerana charge nucleus meningkat, increases, they will pull the valence orbital much more strongly, much more closer towards the nucleus. Therefore, the radius will decrease.
Let's go!